Hello, everybody. What's the deal? Happy Friday Eve, everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? We are back. We are back with another episode of Politics with Pan. I'm your host, Pan, aka Christian. That's what my mama named me, at least. And it is Christian like you love Jesus, right? With a C, not a K. It's going down. Happy Thursday, everybody, man. This week, I'm up here solo. I'm going to have a guest for you next week. You know, it's not going to be an every week thing. This week, you get to hear what's on my brain exclusively. I'm not sharing the mic this week. It's just, it's one of those times where I'm going to rant. I'm going to yell a little bit, get a little animated. We'll have a little bit of church. Praise him, praise him, praise him. Hope everybody doing good. Ain't nobody in the chat yet, but I'm going to start talking like the young folk. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Get with me in the chat. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to lie. I absolutely hate it when people be on the internet going, say chat. I get it that you're talking to the people inside of the screen. Like, I get it, right? I totally get it. But it is cringy as fuck to me. Like, just, hey, chat. You will never hear me reference the chat like that. You'll never hear me do that. This week though, I don't have a guest, but I do have a featured artist. Bruh, music is fucking slapping, dog. I'm talking about the one, the only Godbody Bingo. Bruh got some heat. That I'm really excited to share with y'all. I got 2 or 3 songs. It really just depends on how my conversation with myself goes. What's up, chat? I'm glad to see y'all in here. You know what I'm saying? If you see some sweat on my brow, no, it's a little hot in here. I had to turn the AC off. It be blowing real hard in the fan, fucking up my groove. It's just like, shh, I'm over it. So, you see, this is the passion, right? It's the passion on my forehead. This is how you know I'm passionate about what I'm doing. But Bingo blessed me with some records, man, that I am delighted to be able to share with everybody today. What's up, everybody watching online, wherever you are, under the sound of my voice, is a blessing for you to be here with your boy, right? So before I get into it, right, because I got some shit to get into, we're going to get into this music by Godbody Bingo. This is him down here at the bottom, scrolling. So if you like what you hear, go to the man's social media, give him some fire emojis on his post, share the music, put it in your story, pin something that he got. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying right now. Pin something that sounds crazy. Share his music. Share it with a friend. He got some merch. I'm going to be sharing those links here later on today. It's finna go down. It's a great Thursday. Great Thursday. Friday Eve. Get with me. We finna listen to this new Godbody Bingo. Last name first. You are on the airwaves with Politics with Pan. I told y'all, boy. I'm going to get me a late night show and it's going to be going down. Hey, everybody. It's the Quiet Storm.
I put my last name first, like what you make it, and I'm finna make sure they know what my last name work. I'm holding the torch, I'm one with the source, and I put my last name first. I was finna crash, they better be glad that some of this cash came first. But that's in the past, now I put my pride to the side and my last name first, cause that's what I'm proud of. That's what you hearing the sound of. That's why I'm holding it down while I wear a crown, cause I put my last name first. Yeah, I put my last name first. Nah, they ain't standing no shit but the soles of their kicks while I'm kicking these doors down. I'm headed straight to the top through the roof and I'm leaving glass ceilings on floors now. I'm not concerned with the wars. My parents weren't granted no trophies for making me. We got some whole different goals and I'm only worried about leaving the legacy. I be too focused to notice and you should know I play to win, so don't play with me and do not disturb me. Hall of Fame name on the back of my jersey. Nothing was given, I proved I was worthy. Steps so precise I can slice you in surgery. I know it never occurred, but I'm only here cause my people prefer me. Say it again, I don't think you heard me. I put myself to the back and my last name first. Like what you make it and nothing to make sure they know what my last name work. I'm holding the torch, I'm one with the source, and I put my last name first. I was finna crash, they better be glad that some of this cash came first. But that's in the past, now I put my pride to the side and my last name first. Cause that's what I'm proud of. That's what you hearing the sound of. That's why I'm holding it down while I wear a crown. Cause I put my last name first. Yeah, I put my last name first. I'll be more loyal than royal till I'm in the soil. The loyalty led to the royalty. I'm chosen, my people appointed me. It's holy, the heavens anointed me. This for my family that didn't live to see it. Can't beat us, they thinking about joining me. That ain't doing much but annoying me. The victims, so they keep on spoiling me. This for the skeptics that didn't believe it. I had to move in some urgency. Make my decisions with certainty. Stomach the pain when it's hurting me. They say what don't kill you just make you stronger. I went to work till it worked for me. God orchestrated it perfectly. The me shall inherit the earth for me. Cause I put my first to the last and my last name first. I put my last name first.
Yeah. That was Godbody Bingo with last name first. That's a jammer. I'm not even gonna lie. That is a jammer. That boy is rapping. He is rapping his ass off. Lyrical content on 10. Production on 10. It's really all on 10. That's some good shit, Bingo. You know what I'm saying? We got some more coming down the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all being here, you know, listening to what boys got to say and checking out this new music, man. You know, I just really appreciate the opportunity to be able to share new music. You know, in a past life, I was a DJ. My DJ name was DJ Fuck Shit Up. F-U-X shit up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, if it. Yeah, but that was last name first by Godbody Bingo. Hey, yeah, Marcel, it was a jammer. It was a jammer. Godbody Bingo on all socials. Go ahead and get that boy a follow. Man, so before I get into this national news, we are having a crazy week here in Houston politically. Crazy week, okay? The state is suing the city right now over the ICE policy vote. Greg Abbott is not fucking around, y'all. He is not fucking around. They done pissed bruh off. They already hate Houston. They think it's this super liberal safe haven where people just do whatever the fuck they want all the time. They already fucking hate us. We the biggest city in the state. You know, like everything in Texas runs through Houston. I don't give a damn what anybody says. If it don't come through Houston, it's not a real Texas thing because we the capital. We the capital. Sorry, Austin. Y'all cool. It's cool out there, but we the capital. And that's why the governor, the lieutenant governor, the attorney general, that's why they always fucking with our government. They always fucking with the county. They always fucking with the city. They are not having it. They're like, you Democrats are not going to do whatever it is you want to do, and we are going to show you that we will the power of the state. Now, I do understand the fight that's happening with our council members, and shout out to Councilwoman Shabazz for going toe-to-toe with the head of the police union the other day. Definitely appreciate her standing up for the people, her standing up for her constituents the way that she did. I do think that, you know, again, like I said before on my other show, I am pro law enforcement. Like, you know, they say, oh, you was a black man. How you going to be pro law enforcement? Like, if somebody come and do some fucked up shit to you, you want police to come. Now, the police have historically not been friends of the black community, and I am going to be the first to admit that for sure. But there are a lot of police officers, especially black police officers, who put their lives on the line for us every day, and we got to be grateful for those people because there is real crime out here, and everybody don't got a pew-pew to just do what they need to do for themselves. Now, that has been said, the Houston police union's representative, he was completely out of line. Now, I have been seeing a lot of conservative sentiment online about city council's vote around ICE. And, you know, a lot of them are saying, they're making Houston unsafe and things like that. And I think that's a bunch of malarkey. Right? I don't believe that. I don't think that the people who we have elected to run our city are trying to give our city away to illegals, as people are saying, and stuff like that. It's a lot of dirty, nasty, hateful rhetoric happening around things like this. And that's one of the joys of the internet, is that these people get to hide behind their keyboards and they get to just say shit, right? And you really get to see the sentiment of people and how they feel, about other people, right? Like, I've seen some people say some nasty things about Councilman Pollard. And it's just like, why, right? Like, why are you all stooping this low? Why are you behaving this way, right? Like, it's ridiculous. Now, I mean, with all of that being said, it the mayor is, it seems like he's in a tough spot to me. And this is just my political analysis. This isn't anything biased, anything like that. This is just me watching what is happening play out. And it does seem like the mayor's in a tough spot. Our mayor, if you don't know, Houston is a strong mayor city. So the mayor controls the agenda. He's basically the CEO of the city. He gets to pick, what happens and doesn't happen. Up until recently, where they passed a new ordinance where if you get 3 council members together, they can put something on the agenda, but it hadn't been like that for a really long time. Actually, the mayor hates that shit. Let's just be clear. That's for another story, though. But it does seem like he is in a tough spot because he is this elder statesman, right? Like this old school, moderate Texas politics Democrat who does caucus. I mean, I'm not going to say that he does caucus, but he does have relationships on both sides of the aisle. And from his recent comments, it does seem like he is stepping into his more moderate bag and trying to do what he thinks is best as far as keeping the city running. But what he thinks is best as far as keeping the city running is not going to be the best socially. And he is going to get a fuck ton of blowback for him wanting to repeal this law because the people who are supporters of this new ordinance are going to come for his head during election season. And honestly, I mean, he's socially, like just on the social front, bro, not having the best time. He's not having the best time, and it is pretty heated in Houston, in Harris County. I do believe that what the state is trying to do to the county now, what the state is trying to do to the city, the county is going to counteract, and they're going to enact their own version of this law countywide. So be prepared for Harris County, the city of Houston, and the state of Texas to be fighting for some time, because Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton, they're not going to let this go. The chairwoman of the Harris County Republican Party, right after this was passed, she put out a statement basically calling on them to do something about it. So the Republican Party was like, this is crazy. Why are y'all letting them do this? Who is running our city? Where's the rule of law? Like, she went left. And as soon as she went left, they came straight for the head of the city. And I don't think that it is going to stop. God bless everybody who sits around at a horseshoe. I do not envy you. I do not want your job right now. But I do hope that you all do the best thing for the city. Knowing that even though we tout Houston as the most diverse city, and you see I'm air quoting it, right? Because Houston is extremely diverse, right? And the PR and the marketing teams that the city's put together, they're phenomenal because they're telling this beautiful lie about the extreme diversity here. Because Houston is really diverse, right? Let me preface by saying that. There are a lot of different people who live here, a lot of different races of people that live in the city of Houston. That is true to the diversity of the city. But Houston is also a place that is extremely segregated. It's extremely segregated. And listening to Houston Public Radio today, and a lot of people, when they ride with me in the car, or shout out to my boy Andre Wagner for putting me on Houston Public Radio, because now I don't listen to music in the car anymore. I'm just in the car riding around like an 80-year-old with no AC on, listening to NPR, because that's what real old niggas do, right? And I'm a real OG, right? So as a real OG, I'm online and I'm on the radio and I'm listening to the news, right? And I'm listening to this guy. I can't remember his name right now, but he wrote a book that I want to find out what it is. I know he's a teacher. He's a professor at the University of Houston. And they were talking about the history of Houston and how the zoning laws and things shaped the racial makeup of the city, and how when Houston was promoting itself back during the times where there are a lot of race riots and stuff like that, Houston would promote itself as this racially harmonious city. Basically, white people telling other rich white people telling other rich white people, Houston is a place where them Negroes aren't going to tear your shit up, right? We don't have riots here. Like that, none of that stuff is happening, right? There was an uprising or two here, but it wasn't like Watts, right? It wasn't like Detroit and other places where, Negroes rose up and they really fucked some shit up. Houston was selling this place as there's this place that is racially harmonious because there's a lot of different people who live here, but we don't live by them. That's the seller right there. We don't live by them, no. Yeah, the whites live over here, the blacks live over here, the Mexicans live over here, the Africans live over here, the Indians live over here, the Asians live over here. So if you white and you over here, you good, right? Like there was this white comedian online saying one day that Houston is like a white man's Vegas. And I could totally fucking believe it. If you're here during rodeo season, it's going down. It is going down. Have no idea what is happening inside of white Houston. If I could be white for a day and find out what white people was doing inside of white Houston, I think that would be an interesting journey. Maybe somebody can like make me up so I can go in there and do some investigation. But I believe, and I've been living here in Houston since I was 18. I am now 36. I've been living here for quite a long time. And I know for a fact, as a person who rides around this city all the time and has been doing politics in this city for a very long time, that Houston is a city of a whole bunch of different small cities that they claim to be this one big, harmonious, diverse city. But you got 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, Sunnyside. Yeah, there are some others, but most of the people in these places are black. You go to River Oaks, you go into like the middle of the loop, Upper Kirby, West U, all of that. Those places are white. They have specific small municipalities put together by rich white people so that when the city was annexed in all of these different places, these rich white people said, we got enough money to create our own government. They have their own police and everything. They do buy different services from the city, like water, sewage, stuff like that. But the governmental makeup of the place in which they reside inside of the city of Houston, right? There are these places like the villages. Hold up. So let me give y'all the real, right? Because we're going to get into this. I told y'all, when it ain't no guest on here, this is just Christian thoughts, like, right? I'm just running with it. We just gonna run with it right now. So, right, you got the villages, right? So the villages are between I-10 and the West Park Tollway, right? Over there, like off of Memorial, right? Memorial Drive, Woodway Drive. So you got Bunker Hill Village, you got Piney Point Village, you got Hunters Creek Village. They are their own individual, like little small cities. And no, that's not it. Like they have more of them further west, where there are these small towns that are specifically for a specific subsect of people who decided they was going to use their money to get away from people that they didn't want to live by. Now, and I'm saying it that way because maybe they did want to live next to some Negroes, but maybe it was Negroes like O.J. Simpson. Right? I don't know. But I know when I do go to these places, it's not very melanated. That's what I do know. So we're this big diverse city where all of these people are, like that is true. We got great food. The party scene is live. Hopefully one of our sports teams win a championship sometime in the next couple of years so I can enjoy a parade. But the diversity is kind of capped. It's kind of capped. It's kind of capped. Like, and the way that the city is set up is so that people don't have to live next to people that they don't want to live by. That's why it's set up like that. Houston didn't really have this huge suburbanization push like other cities had. Like it's not like white flight didn't really happen like that here because Houston made suburbs for black people. They made Galena Park. They made Sunnyside, stuff like that. Herm Clark. Now I don't know if they were specifically for black people, but like when these suburbs were created, black people migrated there, and whatever white people was there, they just decided to go wherever white people were. But like the white people didn't leave and go to Humboldt. They didn't leave and go to Sugarland. They didn't leave and go to Pearland for the most part. Like a little bit of them did, but for the most part, like everybody stayed here because there wasn't no reason for them to leave because they had already created these insulated communities. Okay, cool. That's your Houston history lesson for today. If you like another one, you can see me next Thursday at 7:00. I'm here every week, right? So I don't even know. I don't even know why I got there. I don't even know why I got there. Maybe I just thought it was like interesting information to share. But I'm over the. I'm over the lies, right? I'm over them selling this place as something that is not, right? And if we want it to be better, right, like how our city council is coming together, and there are dissenting voices who are saying like, yo, we don't want this and we think it's bad for the city and blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. That's democracy. That is government. That's what it's supposed to be. But we got to be real about where we live and like who we dealing with. And I think our city council is doing that. It's just they are going to have the fight of their lives with the state. And I'm glad we got a lot of lawyers sitting around that horseshoe who know what they're talking about. Because it's something else. It's something else. What else is going on? The Republicans are pissed. Ooh, they so mad. They so mad that Abby came in right now. Shout out Abby. Congratulations on becoming the getting voted as the Harris County attorney. That's awesome. The Republicans are pissed, but the Republicans did appoint somebody in Fort Bend County. It's going down. Like if you live in the Gulf region of Texas right now, it's going down between these two counties, Fort Bend and Harris County. It's going crazy. Oh, and shout out the new police chief of Missouri City, Texas, Troy Fenner. Good on you, brother. Good on you, man. I love. I'm gonna get that boy a hand. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to see black people get they just due. And good for you, Police Chief Fenner. I know the people of Missouri City are not gonna be in safer hands. Like this guy's amazing. He's an amazing public servant. Wonderful fella, and I think he did a great job when he was here in Houston, and I think he's gonna do an even better job out there in Missouri City. Go where you are appreciated. What they say? What them niggas be saying when their baby mamas don't like them? Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. And good for you. Good for you, Police Chief Fenner. Love it. Love to see a nigga on top. Love it. Love to see a nigga on top. Nigga on top. Nigga on top. Love it. Love to see it, man. We need more. We need to see more of that. Our kids need to see more of that. Our college students, our middle school students, in our community, there has to be more direct visibility into the lives of these people that are doing these amazing things for our communities so that our kids can see that they have more options, bro. More options, right? And I get it, dog. Like, again, going back to my statements about the police, right? We don't have the best relationship with law enforcement, but we got people like the honorable Constable Smokey Phillips and Troy Fenner showing young brothers that you can protect and serve your community in a way that is not predatory, that is not abusive, that is helpful, and you can be a beacon of light for people wearing a badge inside of a system that was designed to catch niggas and fuck us up. But it ain't like that no more. Because we got to protect our communities, bro. And it was what it was. But just like, and I'm going to get to him in a minute, just like what's happening in New York those systems can be changed. You look at that mayor and you look at the bold actions that he is taking to be able to help provide a better life for the working class people of New York. Those systems are there, and the people who have been running those systems have been running them in a specific kind of way that has been disenfranchising people. But the people who get control of these systems through the direct support of the people, you gotta have the people, through the direct support of the people, can make positive change for the community. It's a thing that can happen. That can happen, tax the rich, right? Right. So just, niggas on top, man. Love to see niggas on top. For those of you who don't like to hear boys say the word nigga, you shouldn't be listening to my podcast. But I love it. I love to see it, bro. We need more of that, dog. We need more of that. We need more people who are gonna be unafraid. We need more people who are not gonna be bought, bro. Like, because what they say, what if you gain it all and lose your soul? Like, you want to sell out? You want to sell out for Gucci flip-flops? You want to sit on a yacht? That's what you want to do. You want to sit on a yacht. You want to sit on a yacht with the whites and bask and sunbathe. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And if that's what you want to do, fine. But don't come over here with the black delegation acting like you trying to do for the people, bro. Because we can come together. We can get our own yacht. My whole thing is you don't got to assimilate. I personally, right, I'm a transplant here in Houston. I self-segregated. I decided I wanted to go live around black people. Why? Because I'm more comfortable like that. Now I don't have any qualms about, living next door to anybody else, but I want to live in a place where when I go outside, I see something that look like me. Like, it make me feel safe. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about anybody else, but that makes me feel safe. It makes me feel seen. Like, if I need to go, because I remember growing up, like I said on my podcast last week, I grew up in a majority black place. I'm from Berkeley, south side of Norfolk, Virginia. When I grew up, there were no white people in my neighborhood. I didn't even know, crazy thing is, I didn't even know what Mexican people were when I moved to Texas. I met my partner, Oscar Cisneros. I never forget. Me and Oscar standing outside in the front yard, and I asked Oscar something about being Puerto Rican, and Oscar was tremendously offended. He's like, I ain't no Puerto Rican. I'm Mexican. And I was like, what is a Mexican? That is how insulated my neighborhood was. It was just black people. There was like this one girl that was, I don't know if she was white, but she was like real light skinned and had blue eyes and like curly hair. She almost kind of resembled like Michael Jackson a little bit. And I remember her. If my cousins is watching CJ and Charity, if y'all remember who this person is, she lived on that back street behind some of the terrace. She was real light skinned, but she was like the only person of non-color in the community during that time. If anybody from Berkeley is watching this, y'all remember who that sister is, drop her name in the comments. But if you're from Berkeley, you know what I'm talking about. It's just people that look like this. That's it. It's just people that look like this. So why am I so pro-black? I come from a super black place, come from a super black family, super black church. Shout out New Hope United Church of Christ. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. So when I'm on here on my soapbox, when I'm in here talking about the empowerment of black people, my language may be crass. I might be a little vulgar. I might be a little loud, but I'm passionate, and I really give a damn about people who look like me and the plight of those people and making sure that they don't have to suffer unnecessarily. And seeing people like the police chief of Missouri City elevated to a position like that in public service is extremely uplifting for me, because we have to be able to put people who look like this in positions of power so that we do have representation and influence in these places, so somebody is speaking for our grandmothers and our mothers and our brothers and our sisters. That's just what it has to be. So congratulations to Mr. Finna, man, and Smokey, keep doing a great job. Before I get into my next couple of topics, we're going to get back to Godbody Bingo. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to the show. You know what I mean? I'm shining like a diamond. I got my necklace fixed. You know what I mean? I wanted to show off a little bit today. Uh, but this is Godbody Bingo with Whirlwind featuring. Hold on, don't make me lie. Don't make me lie. Don't make me lie. I believe his name is Deontay. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. No, I know y'all ain't yelling at me. I'm just being dramatic. Okay, wait, here it is. Folder. Downloads. Yes, Whirlwind featuring Deontay Hitchcock. This is another jammer. Let's get it going.
Life can get hard. I know sometimes you might feel like you're in a whirlwind, but through everything, make sure you stay focused, keep your faith as always, and I love you, bro.
Hey, I'm down to take this shit everywhere but for granted. Put me anywhere on the planet. Jungle, tundra, or desert, I'm destined to do some damage. Take a look from my vantage. This life full of highs and lows. At minimum, I'ma manage. At maximum, I'ma thrive. Right now, I'm somewhere in between, chasing dreams with this fire in my eyes. This one dedicated to the people elevating, trying to change their situation and see heaven while alive. Prior to demise, moving with intention, knowing time ain't on my side. Know I'm an extension to the ones who coming after, for the ones who didn't survive. May my link be strong enough to always hold us up with pride. Family what matters, so just know you one of mine. You protected when you with me, for my name I'm down to die. Me and you against the world, think of pocket 95. Right or wrong, I'm down to ride, it ain't nothing to decide, As the world goes round and round and round, through the highs and the lows, the ups and downs, keep your head to the sky, the sky, the sky, and your feet on the ground, the ground, the ground. I know life goes on and on and on. I know one day you're here, the next you're gone. On them days you feeling down and down and down, sing the words of this song, this song, this song. Mama always told me it be days, like travel through the maze, like each and every ways, right? I'ma always hold on to the faith. We've been going around for days. I'm just trying to keep the pace, right? Guess that's just the way the world's been. My advice is don't get caught up in the whirlwind. Family first until they drive me in the hearse and put my body in the dirt. But I'll be with you till the world ends.
Sandwich from the stove, eat. Pallet on the floor, sleep, no heat. Bitch, I was destined to be this cold. My road was less traveled. I beat the concrete and gravel up. Chasing after riches, convinced that I'd never have enough. Had to learn to trust the process so I could progress. Cause when your own hoes jack it off like coach check. But when they think you losing, they treat you like you ain't human. I'm up when they snoozing. Been having motion, Sir Isaac Newton. I done sacrifice for this life. This shit like a blood pack. Since I was a regret, I've been in the dirt. I'm from the mud at. Show me who to love at. I know somebody got it. In this game, a sinner sign and practice with profit. I'm starting to feel robotic. There's bigger issues in the world I know, but I first had to take care of the world I know. They say the truth will set you free, so the world I show is whirlwind in my brain. A nigga trying to maintain, but dang.
As the world goes round and round and round, through the highs and the lows, the ups and downs, keep your head to the sky, the sky, the sky, and your feet on the ground, the ground, the ground. I know life goes on and on and on. I know one day you're here, the next you're gone. On them days you feeling down and down and down, sing the words of this song, this song, this song. Mama always told me it be days, like travel through the maze, like each and every ways, right? I'ma always hold on to the faith. We've been going around for days. I'm just trying to keep the pace, right? Guess that's just the way the world's been. My advice is don't get caught up in the whirlwind. Family first until they drive me in the hearse and put my body in the dirt. But I'll be with you till the world ends.
Yeah, that was Godbody Bingo Whirlwind. Another jammer. Another jammer. I got to say it. That boy is good. Shit. Man, that boy is good. I seen Scarface on a show. I don't know. Man, I think he was talking to Bubba Dub. I think it was Bubba Dub. And he shouted out Godbody Bingo. And Face a tough critic. And Face was really excited about Bingo's music. And rightfully so. That boy is fucking jamming. Like, hold up, man. Let me give you one of these, Bingo. Yeah, cause that's all right there, man. That's all right. Shout out that boy Big Kang for the connection too, man. Shout out that boy Big Kang. Hey, you know, I don't know his partner, but I do want to give a shout out to Leroy Cook, and his partner, the people that he has partnered with to start the Black Cinema Club HTX. I heard the interview this morning on Houston Public Radio. I don't know what show it was, but very proud of you, brother. Prairie produces productive people. Shout out to all my Panthers out there in the multiverse. You know what I mean? Keep on doing beautiful things. Leroy and his partners are doing a wonderful thing for the Black creative community here in Houston. If if you're into film, you like Black film, you know what I mean, you wanna create, please. They are having a Black film festival here in the city, which is amazing. We got a lot of talented artists here in the city, not just musically. Houston is a hub for entertainment and just all around beautiful shit, right? Beautiful food, beautiful music, beautiful women, right? Like, the weather not so beautiful, but we get there, right? We compensate in other ways. But shout out to Leroy Cook in the game in the Black Cinema Club. I think that is amazing. Again, anybody doing anything for Blackness, A-OK in my book. You looking out for Negroes, A-OK in my book. You looking out for Negro children, A-OK in my book. Why am I saying Negro? Because I love the way it rolled off the tongue. Negro. You should try it. You should try it. You should try it. Tell my 4-year-old daughter, what we baby? We Negroes. We're Negroes. Like, I don't really know. I don't really like. I mean, Black is cool, but Negro making me feel something. Like when they was marching, they was Negroes. James Brown came and said, "Hey, I'm Black and I'm proud," and that's cool. But like when I like it, I like Blackness before the edge up. Before they started giving boys edge ups. When they just had fuzzy fro, like they would just get it cut and it would just be the natural, like that's the kind of Blackness I'm talking about. They was Negroes. Like, they was Negroes walking around in wool suits, the penny loafers in the summertime and shit. Them the kind of Negroes I'm talking about. Like the ones who had on them heavy ass suits. Dr. Martin Luther King and I ain't gonna mess up all these people's names, but was it Ralph Abernathy? Is it Ralph Abernathy? His name is Ralph, right? Yes. Look at me knowing my Black history. Ralph Abernathy. He was a Baptist minister. Yes. Shout out to the Baptist ministers fighting the power for Black people. But yeah, Ralph was a Negro. Martin was a Negro. Malcolm, he was a Muslim Negro, but he was a Negro nonetheless, right? Fred Hampton, all of these people. If you were a civil rights leader and you was outside in the trenches, you was a Negro to me. None of that Black stuff, you was a Negro. The Black stuff was like more hip, but like Negro. You should be proud to be a Negro, right? But anyway, getting off of that. Did anybody see Pete Hegseth deliver the Pulp Fiction prayer? We can't make this shit up. We cannot make this shit up. We literally have caricatures running the country. That boy did the Samuel L. Jackson prayer at the Pentagon. During the Pentagon service, Hegseth said the prayer called CSAR 2517, an apparent reference to Ezekiel 25:17 in the Bible. He recited this during a mission to recover the pilot of a U.S. F-15E fighter jet shot down in Iran earlier this month. So the prayer is CSAR 25:17, and it reads, "And pray with me, please. The path of the downed aviator is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he in the name of camaraderie and duty, shepherds the lost through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the defender of lost children." He told those gathered at the Department of Defense. This is the good part. "And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother, and you will know my call sign is Sandy 1 when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Now, if you have not seen Pulp Fiction, you should go watch it. It is written by Quentin Tarantino, the infamous white man who loves to write nigger in his movies. Like nigger. Like, I've never seen nigger so many times on TV than when I watch a Quentin Tarantino movie. He will, like, I mean, when you turn on one of his movies, it's like nigger, 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 nigger. Like, what the fuck, Quentin? Like, who allows this? I mean, they're great movies, though. They're great movies. But, like, man, no white person should be able to write that many niggas into a script. Not gonna lie. It's problematic. It's problematic. Do you think it's problematic? Please let me know if it's problematic. Should Quentin Tarantino be able to just like write, like, you know, even if he like, yo, I'm doing this for like historical context and shit. Like, I don't really know if I give a fuck for real. I just think it's just a, you know, like a pass for him to like get it out. Like, honestly. But Samuel L. Jackson's character, if you remember, right, because he screams, and I will strike down upon thee. If you remember in the movie, go watch Pulp Fiction. When my assistant edits this, she's going to put it side by side so you can see it. But Samuel L. Jackson's character recites his own modified version of Ezekiel 25:17 in Pulp Fiction before shooting another man. I believe it's at the beginning of the movie. Now, I will say, that's creative. I seen a pastor. I mean, I don't think this is any different than, you know, pastors remaking hip hop songs to like fit gospel audiences. I honestly just think that like, bro grew up during that time. He's a fan of it. Like, he's in charge. Like, people who are in charge of certain things, they like to insert their personality in the things that they're doing. And I think this is a direct representation of his personality. It's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. That shit funny. Like, but it's also a joke because this guy is the Secretary of War. Now, I don't know if Pulp Fiction was like an international phenomenon. I don't know how many of our comrades from around the world are going to get the reference, but people who live here in America did. They on his ass. Because that shit's funny. Like, that's who, Ryan, that's who your boy picked. That's your man's, Ryan. That's your man's. That is your man's. Go back, check out Pulp Fiction, look at the prayer, and then go on YouTube and type in Pete Hegseth and listen to his prayer. You're going to be like, damn, he stole that right out the movie. Because he did. Because he did. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something. Wait. Let me tell y'all something. Wait. Gas still high. It's still high. It's still high as fudge. It's still high. And it's not going to get any better anytime soon because Donald Trump put a naval blockade at the Strait of Hormuz. Now nobody is getting in and out. Donald Trump said Iran. So first of all, like I said last week, they couldn't agree, right? He sent J.D. Vance over there to go talk, went to Pakistan to go talk. It didn't work out. Both sides came back, started saying completely different things. But the one thing Iran did say was, well, we've been wanting to charge y'all for using our shit. We've been wanting to charge. But now, ever since Donnie T done this shit he did, you done gave us more ammo to be able to try this thing we want to try. So now after we done had this talk, know that whenever y'all come in and out, you got to pay. And if you know Donnie T, you know Donnie not having that. Donnie's like, fuck you. I'm not paying for shit. What are you talking about? This is America. This is America. We swing the hammer of justice around this motherfucker. And I'm not paying for anything. So what Donnie do? Donnie say, fuck it. Ain't nobody getting anything in and out of here. It don't even matter. Because Donnie already told us we got to feel the sting for a little bit. It's going to hurt a little bit. That's what he said. You got to deal with the suck for it to get better. That's what your trainer going to tell you. The trainer going to tell you to do the hard thing for a little bit every day. Do the hard thing. And that is what Donnie is saying. Donnie is saying, do the hard thing. Embrace the suck, America. Embrace the suck. Get in there with us. Me and my rich friends in the boat. Get in there with us. We know that gas is $4, $5, $6, but it's okay because We gonna get Iran. We gonna get them. Watch. You wait and see. We gonna get them. We gonna get them. And that's what Donnie is saying. Donnie is full of shit. Donnie is full of shit. Donnie said no foreign wars. Donnie said lower prices. Donnie ain't kept one promise. He ain't released the Epstein files neither. I have not forgotten about you, perps. Donnie's full of shit. Anybody in the MAGA hats want to come and talk to me about how he's not full of shit? You are more than welcome to come on here and yell at me and defend your king. But as of right now, your king is making everything expensive. And, it takes that oil a long time to get around the world, bro. Those ships move at like 17 miles an hour. Now, luckily, there are ships that have been moving since like 4 or 5 months ago. So we're still going to get some oil. But like once all of those ships finish their cycle, we're fucked. The Philippines was already saying that they were at like 40% fuel. And that was like a month or so ago. So I'm sure like it's less. And that is a small country. So I know there are a lot of other countries that are like, they hurting right now because of this. So know that Donnie T is sending the world into an economic tailspin, and there's nothing that we can do because we let the rich white conservative elite take over the world. But I do see a bright spot. What is it? Is it Hungary? Is that Hungary? What country was that? Is it Hungary? Yes, Hungary. Orban. So Orban was kind of like he's like a Trump guy. He was the president of Hungary. And he changed their constitution to make sure that he wouldn't lose power. Like similar to what Trump is doing. And they actually sent JD Vance over there to rally for this guy, right? Like, let that sink in. They sent the vice president over to another country to rally for a leader of this country who has been changing the laws to benefit his party for like 16 or 17 years. This is what they want to do to us in America. This is what the 1% is trying to do. They're trying to do what the white people was doing to other white people in these predominantly white spaces, right? And excuse my ignorance, right? Because that's in Europe. And to me, as a Negro from America, if you're from Europe, for the most part, like you're white. You might be white and speak a different language, but like you're still white. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments. I don't know. But that's just what I think. You're still white, right? So he went over there to champion this white man who is a cheater, basically. I mean, like, okay, not a cheater, but he's changing the laws to benefit one party, and I feel like that shit is illegal. It should be illegal, right? Like, just like the way we feel about Donald Trump and all of his executive orders, like, he shouldn't be able to do that, right? Think about it happening to you for 16 fucking years, 17 years, he shouldn't be able to do that, right? Wait, he doing this now? Should he be able to do that? Like, can somebody stop him? That literally happened for like 16, 17 years. And that's what's going to happen to us unless we get these dickweeds out of office. Like, just saying. Just saying. What else am I talking about? Oh, Trump Jesus. Did anybody see Trump Jesus? Anybody see Trump Jesus? He said he thought he was a doctor. I'm going to show this. Let me show this. There you go. There go Trump Jesus. Look at Trump Jesus. He said that he thought he was being depicted as a doctor, right? Like, but this is the president. This is the president of the United States. Now I was watching Dave Chappelle in an interview. He was upset that Lauren Boebert posted a picture of him because as y'all know, he makes transgender jokes. So Lauren Boebert posted a picture of him saying like something like, "Oh, just two people that believe that they're two genders," and he was pissed off about her misrepresenting his character like that through social media. And he went on his show and he railed against her. He was saying that this was before he learned the phrase "I respectfully decline," which is cool, right? But I'm saying that to say, right, that Dave Chappelle, they asked Dave Chappelle a question saying, "Do you think Donald Trump is funny?" And he said that he would think he was funny if he was not the president. But I mean, even though he is president, I'm gonna push back Dave and say that motherfucker's funny. The circumstance don't take away from the comedy. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. But when I see shit like this, I can't help but laugh. Like, I don't go, "Oh Lord Jesus," I just laugh. Because this is funny. It is blasphemous. It is a whole bunch of things. It is absurd. It is bold. It is so many things. But one thing that it is not is unfunny. That shit is funny. And it's even more funny that this motherfucker gonna go, "You thought I was being depicted as a doctor?" Like, and I'm not, again, right? I don't know if y'all know this, but I grew up going to the United House of Prayer for All People, right? So, show y'all something. Here we go. This the man right here. The man, the myth, the legend. Let me pull it up. This the man, the myth, the legend right here. This is Sweet Daddy Grace, right? Like, this is why, right? Like, you get some historical context, you see why I think shit like that is funny. So, Sweet Daddy Grace started the United House of Prayer for All People. I love the House of Prayer. If you're ever on the East Coast, I think they got one in Dallas. If you live in Dallas, go to the House of Prayer, see how they worship. I think it's a phenomenal church. I grew up going there. My mama was a member. Still got some cousins and stuff who are members. Used to have a great time. But Daddy Grace is an interesting character. I don't know if y'all know this, but a long time ago, a lot of the pastors used to tell people that they were like God or like close, like God incarnate, right? Like, think of Daddy Grace like Haile Selassie, right? Like, the way that the Rastafarians think of Haile Selassie is similar to the way that people in the House of Prayer think about Daddy Grace, but not to that extreme, right? They don't actually believe that he is God, but they do believe that he is tethered, right? Like, it's close. And Daddy Grace used to do some wild, outlandish things for like publicity and PR. Look how he dressed, like a sultan. He went over like, before social media. Bro went over to the Holy Land and took pictures and sent it back and put it in a newspaper and was using that to like to sell that he's like anointed by God. You got to think, in like 1905, to get on a boat and go to the Holy Land, like, motherfuckers be impressed if you go to Vegas or if you go to Miami. That boy went to Jerusalem to prove to his flock that, like, I am the man. Like, God, look what me and God is doing, right? Like, he used to perform miracles, like, and it was really theater, but he would perform miracles, but like, it would endear him to his audience. I don't see Donald Trump any different. I don't see him any different. He is a charismatic leader, and charismatic leaders do things like this. Like, and because if you know anything about Daddy Grace had long fingernails. They was painted a whole bunch of different colors. That boy had paint on his nails at a time where, like, men wouldn't even put on shorts. I would like to say, I feel bad for everybody, grandpa and great grandpa, that all you niggas was walking around in long pants for all them times, not showing your knees. Man, that has to be oppressive as shit, dog. To just have on pants all day long. You live in the South, there ain't a lot of air conditioning. You just got on these pants. And I know, like, the jeans and shit, they weren't made well then. Like, they was hot, sticking to you, drawers, uncomfortable. You could probably feel the cotton poking your ass, and they got on these long man, bro. I just can't believe that wearing shorts was something that like men wasn't doing like in this time. I digress. So I think Donald Trump is funny. It is sad that we have a comedian in the White House. It is sad. And he is costing us all dearly. Life is expensive. It is more expensive than it has ever been. And I don't know at the current weight at the current weight, right? What's going on? At the current rate that we're going, like the trajectory of the country, I don't see it getting any better. If I'm being completely honest, I just think it's gonna continue to go. Damn it, it didn't do it. Damn it, I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Oh man. I think also we needed this. The market has to correct itself. And we needed a correction. The people, I think this is more about the people than it is the politicians. I think that the people need to. What is it? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up. Okay. It's time for the people to rise up, right? Like white supremacy was sold to white people as a way for them to help oppress the minorities. But now, the mothers are eating the babies, so to speak, right? You got, you got white people that have been killed by the police. They're building data centers in places that are close to where a lot of white people live. And now it's not just black people. It's not just Asian people. It is people who are not within the 1%, who are disposable. And the rich are showing us that the whole goal was to be able to put us all in this killing circle and shoot us dead. And the people who was going to wrangle us up were going to be the people who look like them. Why? Because sociology says that people like to live around and imitate people who look like themselves. Hence why I self-segregated and I moved my black ass to 3rd Ward, Texas. Right? So, right now, no one is safe. White people not safe. Black people not safe. Mexican people not safe. Asian people not safe. Gay people not safe. Physically disabled people not safe. People with mental health issues not safe. No one is safe unless you are in the 1% and you can afford to protect yourself. And this is what that's what the game was set up to be. This is how the game was set up. So either the people are going to rise up and see, and I will be the first one to admit, right? Like when Chicago, right, is a great is a great subject for this, right? Because you had Jesse Jackson with the Rainbow Coalition, you had Fred Hampton with his Rainbow Coalition, right? Like, and that's what needs to happen. Now I'm not saying that the groups need to. What am I saying here? So what I'm saying is there needs to be a rainbow coalition because the people need to rise up against the government. And I'm not saying we need to rise up against the government on some January 6th shit. I'm saying we need to rise up against the government and be able to take it back for ourselves, like Bernie Sanders and his friends. Right? Oh, what did Bernie Sanders do? Might ask. Well, let's go into the thought bubble. Let's see where. Where is it? Hold on, guys. Damn it, I can't find it exactly, but basically, Bernie and a bunch of other college students, white college students, have moved up to Vermont, and so many of them moved up there that they were able to take over the government and have it function in a way that they felt like it should be functioning. Right. So they went up there and they basically took over like rural areas, and because they wanted to get out of like the city and stuff like that. And they changed the landscape of the government through their activism. That's what needs to happen. But it can't just be young liberal whites though. This has to be, like I said, a rainbow coalition of people who are over being oppressed by the government. And they want leaders who like the mayor of New York, who I think is doing a fantastic job, are going to enact policy that is actually going to be something that people can feel, right? Every politician, I'm going to look y'all in the eye when I say this, every politician, especially Democrats, especially if you're coming to black neighborhoods, you need to give your constituents something they can feel. Empty promises are dead. No one gives a fuck about it. If you're not giving me anything, I'm not participating. That's what it is. Don't tell me that, oh, your ancestors died for this. Don't tell me that they marched against the Pettis Bridge for this. Don't tell me any of that shit. Give me something I can feel. Don't try to fill me up on memories and nostalgia and then leave my belly hungry. Give me something I can feel, bro. Like, everybody need to do that. If you are a politician, bro, give the people something they can feel. Give them something real, dog. You know, like, all of this, it's too late for the games, bro. James, it's too late for the games. You came to Houston, and I seen the pictures from your event, bro. And that was not representative of the community. And if you want to win, you got to do a better job. This is to the Talarico campaign. This is me talking to the Talarico campaign. You got to do a better job. I seen the people in them pictures, dog. I seen how full that room was. If you want to engage the black voters, you need to, one, engage with the legacy black institutions that exist in the city, not just the politicians. And two, you need to go into the communities, bro. Get uncomfortable. It's okay. It's all right, bro. Black people got a lot of love to give, and they'll show you love if you just come and, like, be that white dude that's in the group. They gonna fuck with you, or they won't. But at least you'll know. But you got to try harder, though. All of you have to try harder. This isn't literally just for James. This isn't just for white politicians. This is for all politicians, especially politicians who are trying to garner black support. Come to where we are. Because eventually, we're going to rise up. Like the phoenix from the ashes, we will rise. I think I just made that up. I don't think that's a real song. Yo, man, I've had a good time today. I fucking love this. Oh, fucking love this. All right, look, I got one more song. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I don't think so. Oh, shout out my barber, dog. Look at my fade. Spinning. The world keeps spinning. Yo, we finna get into this Godbody Bingo one more time. One more time. This track is called The Game is the Game. The Game is the Game. This is Godbody Bingo. The Game is the Game. That boy been jamming. Uh-oh. I got to get better at that. That boy been jamming all show long. I was told I should only do 2 songs. Shout out Nay. But I don't listen. This is The Game is the Game.
A lot of things is different now since you've been up in here. You see. But I mean, shit, some things just stay the same, man. I mean, the game is the game.
Hey, You know the game is the game. The winners win, the losers lose. The early birds collect the worms before you get depressed and snooze. One thing I ain't never ever seen was beggars get to choose. Everybody got a choice. Tell me what you finna do. The game is the game. You play to win, you play for keeps. You can't compete, get out the way, cause it's what people pay to see. Hate to play it, not the rules, they hardly change from A to Z. Understand you playing with your life, you choose to play with me. The game is the game. The rich get richer, poor remain. Niggas been down bad so long, they numb to that like Novocaine. Game is rigged, that's why they salute the ones who overcame. Different shoes, familiar mile, I promise you I know your pain. Money on my mental, plain and simple, but that come with fame. Good and bad, win you get the praise, you fail you get the blame. Play your role, in and out of lanes can drive a man insane. Find yourself, I know what's ingrained, cause that comes with the name. The game is the game, the cards get dealt, you play your hand. Hold them or you fold them, read the table, then you make a plan. Never let them see you sweat, that poker face your greatest friend. Take a chance, high risk, high reward, since you just may advance. Guess we'll never know, you better go, I wouldn't hesitate. Game is to be sold, you better listen when they educate. Elevate, worst thing you can do is waste the present day. Worry about the past while the future bright as heaven's gates. The game is the game, it give you heaven, give you hell. I just pray my angels only listen when they wish me well. Fresh taper, looking through my lenses like I'm Stringer Bell. Business drama action, I'm with all that like King and Kale. Business first, cleanliness is godliness, we did some dirt. Every man is sin, but things I did was to defend the turf. Gift and curse, no I must repent, but I ain't been to church. God show up outside the sanctuary when you really search. God show up inside a nigga body when you look within. When and where it just depends, but right on time I bet it is. The game is the game, it's the same as it was. Full of tears, sweat and blood, but we do it for the love of the game.
That is The Game is the Game by Godbody Bingo. If you want to follow that, man, he got his socials right here. Phenomenal artist. Beautiful artistry. Beautiful production. Dope lyrical content. 10 out of 10. You ever raise the roof on that one? 90s baby, raise the roof. Man, I used to think that was the dumbest shit growing up. Raise the roof. I mean, when they brought that to church, I was like, oh my God. Like all the old people in the pews. I remember my cousin DL had to do a solo, and that boy grabbed the mic and go, oh yeah, now do the bounce. That boy DL was on the mic doing ad-libs at church when we was like 8, like he was at a rap concert. I'm in the front like, yeah, yeah. Yo, man, shout out New Hope. Shout out my boy DL, a.k.a. Lee Darius Groover, one of the greatest running backs to ever total football at Madison High School, Southside Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Just in case no one knows, the mayor put a statement out. He postponed his special meeting on Friday. Man, I want to see how this is gonna play out. I want to see how this is gonna play out, because this to me is going to speak a lot to the mayor's political prowess, like how he maneuvers out of this situation with between the state government and the people that he has to share the horseshoe with. Like how he maneuvers through this is going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing like how this plays out. I really, I don't want the city to lose nothing, but I definitely want us to stand on principle. I say that. Well, it's time to say goodbye. I ain't got no more. All right, y'all. I love y'all. This was great. I'll try to steal that from another creator. It didn't work. Okay. All right, y'all. It's time to go. Peace, love. I hope you learned something. I hope you laughed today. And I hope spending time with me was a highlight of your day. Until next week, peace, love, and learning. I'm out.